invent tanks early and manage a large tank army, get reverse blitzkrieg on Germany. Maybe, but Germany is going to humongously outnumber them, so we have to use our strengths against them, and our strengths are definitely close combat. So we're going to have to use that quite heavily. And honestly, I'm pretty good at defensive warfare, and that is definitely going to be our forte here. But if Germany does decide to saber rattle against us, then we're going to have to go begging the Entente for assistance. Which in my test game was really good. Like, France was an amazing ally. Not only did they defend our borders, but they kept on just sending me money. Just, have some free money. Have some more free money. Oh, I see that you could do with more free money. Here, have some. It was very nice of them. Right, seriously, why are you moving around? Reserve. I want you reserved over here somewhere. Like, minister should have here. No initiative. Nothing should be happening without my express say-so. Right, the other thing that I wanted to check up on are the quality of my actual standing armies. So in terms of... Why the hell are there 13 units? Oh, I know why. Because we have colonies. All of these guys will be over in Indonesia. I'm going to need to try and work out how to get them home. And then we have these as well. So cavalry at this age, as you can see from the many blips, are actually pretty strong. Mostly because they're just very maneuverable. Like, you can do some real shenanigans with cavalry. It's kind of cool. So we have a fair amount of cavalry, not a huge amount of infantry, though we do have some. And then a selection of extremely poor artillery. We're probably actually going to end up disbanding those. They are not worth the money that we pay for them initially. Russian support for Serbia. The Russian Empire today confirmed that they will support Serbia and help defend it against any aggression against its territory or people. Should the Central Powers attack, Russian troops will be ready to assist. So I think what we want to try and do are some diplomatic overtures towards the Germans. Except at this stage, getting anything is extremely difficult unless you actually start supporting their wars and things, which is usually not a good idea. Right, let's have a look over in Indonesia. I'm thinking that we probably want to try and get these guys to come home. Let's just have a quick look at where those who are deployed actually are. You're the reserved, you're the deployed. No, you're in Amsterdam. You're not. So you... In fact, easy way of doing it. Deployed units. I want you. Select. This might take a while. This is really unclear who is actually selected. I want all of you to for some reason you sometimes don't get the orders icon coming up. Nope, still not. So when I have like these guys selected, you have this, which is the unit orders. When you select them from this menu though, no orders. And now in fact there's even less. This is definitely one of the really annoying quirks of this game. Alright, I'm just going to try and click on one of my cities and hopefully they'll get the idea and sail over. So I want you all here in Zwolle. No idea if that's going to work, we'll see. We have absolutely no aircraft, which is fine, and we have got 3 deployed ships. These are Merchant Marine, and they are just chilling off the coast of my colonies. Let's just go and select you guys and just have you go there. Alright, so now at least you should move. We're getting a bunch more Merchant Marine, which actually bodes pretty well. So hopefully we have some more ships on the way. Uh-oh. Right, so we've automatically declared ourselves neutral. That happens regardless of your actual intention. So we are neutral. No one else has said anything about this. It seems cool. War has been declared. Austria-Hungary has declared war on Serbia. So we can either support them, which will align us more closely to the Central Powers, or we can condemn them, which allies us more closely to the Entente. However, we want to be neutral, so I'm just going to say, okay, knock yourselves out. Literally, knock yourselves out, and then I can come in and sweep up the pieces. Doesn't matter if Germany is bigger if your tanks move to Berlin before they mobilise. Germany will be mobilised, and Germany will be a lot stronger. So, international sources today reported the creation of a new alliance between Serbia and the Russian Empire. Good for you. Denmark has declared themselves neutral. Denmark could also be another interesting one, actually. War declared! Germany has declared war on the Russian Empire. Okay, knock yourselves out. Italy declares neutrality. This might cause some problems. Italy has declared themselves neutral in the current European conflict, despite being a member of the Central Powers. Neutrality rejected. Germany has offered neutrality to Great Britain in the coming conflict, concerned about German aspirations. She has declined. Ooh. I have a feeling that sometimes it's Britain saying they want to be neutral, and then Germany saying no. I think this time it was Germany going, no, we will fight you. Germany has begun to move through Luxembourg with Belgium clearly in its sights. Okay. Please don't hurt me. Region falls. Luxembourg has ceased to exist. The remnants of their central government have fled. It's a good idea to not play as Luxembourg in this game. War declared. German Cameroon has declared war on the French Equatorial Africa. Enjoy yourself. Luxembourg, led by Marie Adelaide, today ceased to exist. The remnants of their civil government have fled. Okay. War declared. Germany has declared war on Luxembourg. Okay. Germany has declared war on France. Okay. German Togoland has declared war on French West Africa. Okay. Uh-oh, and this is really First World War kicking off. So, British Zanzibar has declared war on the German East Africa. Okay. And British East Africa on German East Africa. Okay, I'm not going to read all of these. I'm just going to go acknowledge, 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 acknowledge. Britain has declared war on Germany. Germany has declared war on Belgium. Alright then. Tensions heighten alert level. Okay. And this is all the empires now joining in the scuffle. I'm just going to say okay to everything. You don't want to take up sides. So Germany declined ultimatum. By invading Belgium, Germany has declined the ultimatum given to them by Britain. The British ultimatum was: Britain has given Germany an ultimatum to get out of Belgium by the end of the day. And more wars have been declared. Enjoy yourselves. Now, in every single game that I have done so far in the First World War, and this is really weird, the German Navy has thrashed the Royal Navy. That is definitely something they need to balance a little bit better. Montenegro has declared war on Austria-Hungary. Okay. New alliance is formed. New alliance between Austria-Hungary and the Ottomans. Okay. New alliance between Germany and the Ottomans. The Ottomans got friendly much earlier than they usually do. And nobody really hates us yet, so there is definitely the potential to start trading with people, though we are apparently pissed off by the Germans. Not the British, though, so we might be able to trade. Well, we're trading with everyone. Yes, you did see Liberia declare war. They were allied with Germany in the First World War, I believe. Battle of Frontiers. Battles along southern Belgium and eastern France have broken out. Serbia has declared war on Germany. Austria-Hungary has declared war on Russia. Ooh, that might have a couple of consequences. And here we go. The Germans have marched on Liège, on the way to Namur. War declared. Montenegro has declared war on Germany. Liège attacked. Germany has attacked the city of Liège today. And my money is dwindling. I do not approve of that. Well, that's probably because I'm building the supply depot as well as the other things. Am I out of industrial goods? Nope, I have loads. I could sell some oil if it becomes a big problem, but it doesn't seem to be. Reconnaissance aircraft. The Flaurus became the first Allied aircraft to fly over Germany. Austria, Hungary and Germany have threatened war against Italy if they remain neutral. Diplomatic exchange successful. We've successfully completed diplomatic exchange with Dutch New Guinea. So they have given me $512,000 in exchange for nothing. They are a colony, so they basically send us tribute over time. And we're going to be getting that from all of our tributaries, which are Dutch Aruba, Curacao, East Indies, Guyana and New Guinea. So we have a bunch of them down here in the Caribbean. So these are ours. Is that ours? No. I'm sure we have one more piece somewhere. One of these I think is ours. Paramaribo is ours. That's Guyana. And then over here, Indonesia, this whole massive orange piece, that's also ours. So we get a lot of resources from that. And the really nice thing about this is if we manage to hold on to this, we will have a supply of rubber. We will be one of the few people in Europe who does. Alright, good. Oh, no, money's still running out. I don't approve of that. Please don't run out of money, that's a very bad thing. New Zealand's declared. Canada's declared. Australia's declared. Britain's declared a war against Austria. France has declared war against Austria. Won't the rubber shipments just get sunk? Neutral shipping. The Dutch. So they shouldn't do. Ooh, Pioneer is almost done. Excellent. Certainly is nice to speed through time rather quickly. Ooh, who are you? What are you doing, my land? Get out! This is Dutch territorial waters. You have no right to be here. And you guys are indeed sailing over. Excellent! So apparently just right-clicking on where I wanted them to go worked. And the thing I love about this, Channel Islands, British. Oh, they're on the outskirts of Brussels. I think once Brussels falls, then it is game over. $30 million. I seem to have... this is probably Indonesia paying me. Guyana gave me 450k. Dutch East Indies gave me 29 million. It's good to be the king. Unit production delayed. Treasury shortages. There won't be any anymore. And construction complete. Construction complete. So those would be the new industrial goods plants which we were building. So we may well wish to invest in some more soon. Seeing as we're actually going to have the raw materials to do all of this. Like, Dutch industry could really be quite potent. There we go. Belgium has been eliminated. And we've got a research breakthrough. Huzzah! We have discovered artillery guns. Region falls. Belgium, led by Albert, today ceased to exist. The last remnants of the civil government have fled. Alright, let's have a look at other researches available. So we can get chemical warfare, early combat aircraft, grenade fusing. Grenade fusing does lead to more artillery types. Like better ones. Chemical warfare shells does not, unless both of them are needed for that. The land warships are tanks, which would also be good. Early combat aircraft doesn't directly lead to anything. I think I'm going to get the chemical warfare shells. Grenade fusing, because that leads to better artillery. And we will get a couple of those, and then furthermore, let's have a look at what artillery is available to research. Still the crappy one, so nothing until we've actually got grenade fusing. That's fine. Fights going on there that we hear about. British have landed in France. So the Royal Navy is currently fighting back. And we are currently shooting at a British merchant marine. Yes, get out of our land. We're going to enforce our neutrality here. So we want you lot to... Whoops, no. Wrong button. We want you lot to reserve over there somewhere. Japan has declared war on Austria-Hungary. Okay. Japan's declared war on Germany. Okay. Units coming off production lines are unable to deploy due to a lack of reserves. Now that is why we wanted to improve the amount of reserves we were getting, because that was going to be a problem. Construction complete on supply depot. Excellent. So suddenly supply numbers will increase. And then the pioneers were unable to deploy. Still? No, they have deployed. In which case... Where are they? Let's go to you, deployed units. Scroll down to the bottom. No. Oh, are they in the reserve automatically? They might be. There they are. You there! Deploy. Do we have any engineers? No. So with the supply depot up and running, we will have a lot more supply here. So the next thing we want to do is work on connecting all of our industries by rail, because that will increase their productivity. So we want to go to build, transport, rail, and basically just connect everything. Especially where there are industries or production facilities. So if it's just the towns, I don't really care that much. Oh, and you can't connect to anything. What at all? Oh, you can connect to there. You're just a town. You're already connected. That's all connected. You're connected. Maastricht with its power plants are not connected to anything, so let's make sure that gets... Whoa, shit. Done. This is all done. You're not connected. You're not connected. Loads of stuff going on up here, like Nord-Holland, or Friesland, and Gelderland are definitely where our industry is. Sorry, our resource production is. So this is going to cost us a bit, but railways are pretty cheap, so it's not going to be too bad. And then later on we can worry about connecting all the little villages. We just want to make sure that anything with one of these little icons is done. Because that means that supply will flow to those in extended quantities, meaning more production efficiency. Because your industrial and resource production efficiency is directly linked to your supply. So anyway we have 50% supply, you have 50% efficiency. Japan was in the First World War fighting with the Entente against the Central Powers. I think they were after the Chinese colonies. Do you want to set them up along the front with Germany for resupply, or is that not a thing? It's not really a thing. I mean, supply will always spread automatically. And we kind of want to limit where exactly we want the supply coming in, because the Germans will be using that same supply. Right, we're going to take a loan. In fact, we're probably going to need to take more than one. Oh no, that's a 7 million loan. Oh, nice. Right, now we definitely don't want to run out of money. Another one. A little bit of early inflation, so we're going to need to be quite careful. Maybe we built too many railways early on. That is definitely obvious. So we'll get a third one, and then we'll just pay these off as soon as we can. And we are... Oh no, now we're out of industrial goods. But we finished building our industrial production facilities. We've finished building, most importantly, the supply depot. So supply should start to flow. And you can see the colour here is getting darker. What I have virtually permanently on is the supply map mode. So if I turn that off, you can see the difference. So the darker the colour, the more supply they have. So like Denmark, very well supplied. Britain, very well supplied, especially in the south. Germany, in the north pretty well. Down here, not so much. Then we go to, say, Turkey. Or the Ottomans are a very obvious one. So around Ankara, loads of supply. Around Istanbul, loads of supply. Elsewhere, not so much. And now with the Netherlands, it's getting darker and darker. So we're getting more supply flowing through. Supply means production efficiency. It means that everything is going to produce more, including money making. I'm a little bit nervous about the fact that I'm having to take so many loans early on, though. I can't say I approve of that. Although interest tends to be very, very low. I mean, we have an excellent credit rating, 106%. So our interest rate is 3.5%, which is pretty good. Alright, timber production is done. So are we ahead of the curve in terms of timber? We are. So just getting one was enough. We won't need any more. And now we just need to wait for the railways to finish. Before everything really makes its money. How are we doing for reservists? We are still pretty low. So we have the pioneers. I think I'm just going to send you up here, where we've got a lot of railroads building. But you have to be careful with how pioneers work. They will increase the construction speed of anything in the area around them, like immediately around them. However, that does increase the amount of industrial goods. So basically what they do is they are better at applying industrial goods to a production, which also means you need more industrial goods coming in order to produce that, which will also mean that buildings get more expensive because the cost is now spread over a smaller time. So I think I will want another loan. Oh man, we're going really deeply into debt already. Economics with Mordred, how not to do it. Right, we have modern clothing, which is going to produce more consumer goods, which means more money generally. So that is good, and we have no other thing under development right now. I think we will go for the chemical warfare shells. Oh, we want a supply truck tech. Artillery tech, no. We might want to try and get the Minerva armoured car. What is our current option? We have no armoured cars, so yes, I think we will try and get the Minerva. So that we have an APC option. Then maybe start working on some ships, but frankly, with the British and the Germans on major shipping right now, That's a bit of a dangerous game to get into, because we just insta get sunk by them. So what we really need is Indonesia to pay us again. And we can use that to pay off some of the debts. Right, we are losing about 2 million a day. Is that because we're importing? No, that's because we are surplus. Oh, that's probably because my spending as a whole is too high. So we're going to reduce you like so. I'm going to take out one more loan. Yeah, social spending was high. And also, remember, we bumped up our science research to the maximum. So that's going to be costing us more. But it's been paying off. Like, we've been getting technologies actually pretty darn quickly. Armoured go-karts! Exactly! That is absolutely what we are getting now. Hell yes. Right. Production is still ongoing. Pioneers are no longer considered 4-star, so someone must have got something better out. How's the lines looking? Pretty stagnant between Germany and France right now. Take another loan. This is not going to backfire in any way possible. It actually looks like the British have got decent naval coverage, which is rare, because usually the Germans just come in and just steal everything. Right, you lot, go and reserve over here. Ah, good. Indonesian money just came in. Whew. Thank you, Indonesia. So we're going to go ahead and, hello, pay off some of the loans. Or not, there we go. We'll pay off the next one to become due, which will be you. Pay off. Although those have a lower interest rate. Right, we can only pay off one an hour. That'll do for now. Saves us taking more loans out. So why are we losing so much money? Is this purely from, yeah, purchase of industrial goods? Once we stop doing that, because we've got all of the railroads up and running, we'll be fine. And after that, I think I'm going to be focusing on getting our own industrial goods, so that this is less of a problem in the future. Yeah, we need 2,000 a day. That's what we're having to import. We still have 23,000 in stockpile, though. I'm a little bit surprised that this is as big a problem as it has been thus far. Now, it would be nice to see somewhere how many are needed in total. That's one piece of the UI that is definitely missing. 8 million. We're getting to the stage where we're going to have to start taking loans again, damn it. No! 7. Ah, that was less of a jump. We're now 1,900 short. But the Pioneers just got to a very busy area, so that price might go... Oh no! Okay, so the deficit is now closing. We're only needing to import 900 a day, and that's also meaning it's costing us a lot less. Yeah, okay, I think we're okay. We might need to take one more loan. But the gap is definitely closed. Oh no, trade's 1,500 again. And we're making money. Huzzah! But just from what we're producing here, basically we are just building a bunch of railroads. That is costing us 1,500 industrial goods a day. We are producing 67. That is actually relatively high. And you can see where the problems may emerge from. So we definitely want to get some industrial production going on early. The other thing I want to double check is our inflation. 10% inflation. Despite my best efforts. Well, we're building loads of railroads and we're taking loads of loans. So there is kind of a glut of money available right now. Let's deselect you and just tell everyone else to reserve here. I mean, they'll reserve in the nearest barracks. I know there is one up here. I thought, yeah, there's one in Zwolle. There's one in Helmond. No, Eindhoven. I think there's one in Amsterdam. Yeah, there's one in Amsterdam. Barracks. In fact, there's an easier way of finding this. If we go to this and then go and look at barracks, then any barracks which exist are these little purple circles. So we have 3 of them, which is acceptable. Now we're at 40,000. Diplomatic exchange successful. Dutch East Indies, 43 million. It is so nice to have colonies. Right, let's pay off some more of our loans. We'll pay off some of the bigger ones.